Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we're outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
That's right. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. Welcome to the Get Down or Lay Down. This your boy, Hoodie Fiend. What's going on? What's going on? I was tired of seeing the Get Down or Lay Down. I have no actions, so I made an executive decision to get it popping over here in this bitch. So why don't we? We gonna have a little dynamic duo flashback for show number 1. You know, maybe we need to nudge the homie a little bit and get the show cracking. Listen, I say why not? We gonna do this right here. We got that popping off. We're gonna go with the this one right here. Y'all see the background. Shout out to Ruthless Truth. We're on a Ruthless Truth channel. This is the Get Down and Lay Down. This is our first episode. Night produced, night directed. And we just gonna go into some things, right? Let me see. Let's get a banner popping off. We need the fair use banner, right? Create a banner. Let's do this right here. It's your boy Hoodie Fiend in the building. My Cash App. Let's get that out there. Cash App. 𝔻𝕠ℎ1. Oh, matter of fact, let's make sure we don't get that confused. Make sure we understand what's going on in the build-on as we get this thing popping. This is the Cash App. Yeah. Let's do this. We want this to scroll at the bottom. Add that banner. Here we go. Fair use, the Hoodie Fiend. That's right. Cash App right there. let's get into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. We gonna get to the business. Why don't we? Huh? Why don't we get to the business? We in the building. Get to the business. Flashback, right? I went to the wrong file. The file we need to get it is right back here. Let's share this thing. Chop it up. Why don't we? We got to get into the algorithm. Let them know where the night then popped up at. The dynamic duo. Good girls. Broken promises. Here we are. Bam.
You know what I'm saying? And you realize that's so many women out here who don't even like themselves. How they gonna like you?
Facts. Straight facts. But at the end of the day, it's all about vetting. It's all about vetting. Like, I was saying it earlier, you know, niggas buy.
I don't believe you can vet. When you first meet a person, you're not meeting them. You're meeting their representative, and they're going to be on their best behavior. They out here looking for you like you looking for them. You looking for pussy. They looking for resources, utility. They hope you in the mindset of being a sole provider. I mean, you meet a beautiful young lady with Dorito dust in her titties. She been out there letting this nigga and that nigga, somebody from the hood tap her on the behind. She trying to come up. You could be a lick into you. She could be a lick, but what's the lick if all you got to do was You ain't a purse first kind of guy. You ain't got no ism. You ain't got no game. You don't know how to spit nothing. You ain't got no charisma. You don't know how to riz her. Or do you? I don't know. I'm asking for a friend.
These expensive ass clothing, they sleeping in their parents' basement just to go fuck with a bitch who want a nigga with money. She ain't got shit. She get pregnant. He not there in the home. It's like a big ass cycle. We got another Pookie Ray Ray popping up. No offense to nobody, but it's just what I observe. I mean, shit, but I ain't tripping.
But then we got women who got PhDs who not having children at all. Women with the doctorates and all that, they not having children. So we got a bunch of idiots having babies, and all of the smart people are reserved and holding out for what? Somebody who's going to take care of them.
Because they're more responsible. They're more responsible. Some usually more responsible with whom they bring into this world. And people get mad at people blacks that want to move out in the suburbs and shit like that. No, I don't want to live near this goofy shit. I don't want to see this. I was brought up in this shit. I don't want to see this. I mean, I just bought a house. It's in between, you know, where the hood and the suburbs is. But what's up, Nightish? My man, Nightish.
What's happening, LL?
Great
show
yesterday, man.
What's up, man?
Great show yesterday.
PSD was out live.
But
let's get on.
Flat out, we got to start vetting better. We got to start vetting better. I don't know why you went to prison. But
Wait a minute, LL. PhD, but that's my work wife.
Right.
What?
So don't play with it.
Hey, look at Ruthless. Like, what?
Wait a minute, hold up.
Ruthless, what you don't understand is everybody loves me. You're a hater, but everybody loves me.
We have to take you out, Nightish.
You know,
I know. They got a target on me, Ruthless.
You're part of the problem.
I know.
Wait, who is
asshole? Uncle. I like Uncle, but
you part of the problem.
Hey,
going to jail. That's part of the
problem. Ron's a fucking simp, and Nightish is a fucking simp.
You motherfuckers who say you not simps, y'all are the problem, yo.
Right.
Like, you realize you said you wanted, matter of fact, and this is the most simp shit I ever heard too. You said you wanted a woman that you would take care of, right? You would pay all her bills and she would have to do nothing. Ain't that what you said?
Listen,
that's goofy.
Ain't that what you said?
That's goofy.
Hold up.
Why would I want to pay all her bills? For what?
No, that's what you said, right?
Hold on.
Hold on. You said that.
Let me respond to the statement. Because
ain't no need to qualify it. You said it, right?
That's so. Context matters, right?
All right, go ahead.
I'm talking about if I get married.
Yeah, context matters. Again, you can't vet what you're going to run into as somebody's representative. Listen, this is the first show at the Get Down to Lay Down. It's your boy Hoodie Fiend. That's who it is. Y'all know me as the Night or Nightish, but over here in the Get Down to Lay Down, my name is Hoodie Fiend. It's nice to meet y'all. I don't care if it ain't nobody here. We do the same show from 0 to 1,000. We getting down and it Get Down to Lay Down. It's the first episode. This is the dynamic duo, Ruthless Truth, Nightish. But over here again, it's Ruthless Truth and Hoodie Fiend. We got to get it popping. We need subscribers. We need to get our 4,000 hours, our 4,000 watch hours in, 500 subscribers, so we can get monetization. We starting today. We starting off with a bang. You know, in a nice layer, a little something jumped off. Whoop-de-whoop. Maybe I'm going to be whatever. But we got to keep going. Anyway, back to this. He didn't say a girl. He didn't say a date. He said his wife he wanted to be the sole provider for. But again, I don't even know if you like me unless you got some skin in the game. Do I want you to have the bulk of it on your back? Do I want you to be in a 50-50? No, I'm gonna pay the bulk of the whatever. But what I do want you to do is let me know, as long as I live, you're my first love and my only love. Yeah, let's go.
Married to a woman, let's get this right. If I marry a woman, I would prefer her not to work because, in my opinion, this is my opinion, women out here fighting for resources, right? And doing this shit, get tempted, and people getting their fucking hands on these shit they get going, they fuck the household up. So I would prefer, I'm just saying, if I marry a woman, that she be a housewife. Nigga, that stop being a simp, nigga. The fuck.
How old are you, Ruthless? Hold on.
You got
Ruthless, how old are you?
Married, nigga. That's some simp shit.
That's not
Ruthless.
Simp. Ghost, nigga.
Ruthless, how old are you?
You got a simp for that woman. Yes, you do.
Oh, I know, nigga.
Ruthless, how old are you?
You paying all her bills, nigga. You a simp for her.
You know what?
He not a simp for her. He's being his idea of what a man is supposed to be in a marriage. Why do y'all do this? Don't do this, y'all. Don't do this. Be more than that. Y'all coming from a y'all not coming from a y'all coming from a poverty mindset. Y'all not coming from a mindset of abundance. You're supposed to have an abundance mindset. Y'all coming from a poverty mindset. Come on, y'all looking for somebody to say, y'all looking to be what are y'all looking to be when y'all saying this right here? You looking to be a dependent? This is crazy work. Shout out to my partner in crime, Ruthless Truth.
Hold on. You said 35?
45.
45? And you want your woman to stay home?
If I get
women, you do know women love drama. They love, like, they feed off that shit. They need it. That's why all these corny ass channels out here. They need drama. The best place for them to be is at work with some more drama. Even though they can have a work husband like Nightish, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at home, she's gonna probably fuck around and do some goofy shit and have a nigga in your house banging them cheeks out while you at work. And then you know, if y'all get a divorce, the chances of a divorce is 50-50.
Wait a minute. PhD, is this how you gonna do me?
The chances of divorce is 50-50. So she's not working. She's taking a lot of your money, player.
What he said? No,
half.
This man.
I'm not
but y'all don't have no money. What's half of nothing?
Right. Half of all your money that you don't got.
Even 400. Even 400 is a lot.
Hey, let me understand you. So what you saying is you got to keep them busy so they won't get their fuck on?
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm telling you, I saw a picture of, it was a couple in court splitting up Beanie Babies. I lie to you not.
Not for real.
Talk about, you ain't got no money, but they will take half your Beanie Baby, whatever you got. They'll take half of that.
Yeah, that's just petty. It's just petty. It's like it gets petty after a while. Like,
Why does a grown-ass man have a fixation on Beanie Babies? Let's talk about it. Why you got a fixation on Beanie Babies? Grow up. Raise your kids better, as they say. You know what I mean? They split in half the Beanie Babies. He should have gave her all the Beanie Babies. How fixated on Beanie Babies was he while he was with her? Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to be better men. Respectfully.
But why? What are we arguing about? Then they get the house. She gets your house. And I know this for a fact because I work with OGs like that at my job. Dude just got a divorce. I don't mean to tell his business. He just got a divorce. They was married maybe 9 or 13 years, one of the two. They got a divorce. She gets the house. She got one of the cars. This big ass house. She didn't even buy the bitch. She wasn't with him when he bought the house, but she gets to keep it. I guess she wasn't really working. Now he got to pay alimony. He didn't say it was much. It's like $125 a week. That is a lot. Excuse me. That's a lot.
Too many of those stories.
That's
it was
a lot.
A dude
Way
who built
too
the
many.
house.
Way too
built
many.
The house, and she took half of it and sold that bitch.
She just sold the house.
She don't want to stay around him.
He don't get to stay there. What are you talking about?
It's over. It's over.
They selling the house. He gotta
That's
leave.
what I'm saying. Y'all go from married to y'all ain't even friends.
She don't want the memory of what they once had.
Now that's some simp shit.
Okay, well, give me some of that money, bitch. How about that? Me. See, somebody tried to clown me at the beginning when I first popped up. Ain't this the dude from Fight Club that said he want to go 50-50? Yes, bitch, that's me. Fuck, I look like paying everything. Well, I'm not gonna say 50-50. If it's 60-40, it depends on her income because I make a lot more than a lot of people out here. So it just depends on her income.
Why would you fuck with a broke bitch? Why you don't want to pay?
I don't fuck with broke bitches. That's flat the fuck out.
Okay, so this should be 50-50 then.
No. But if you make a
it's
lot
just
more
whatever.
Than most people, why you want her to pay? Why you can't pay? You the man.
Because you're not about to get a free ride. I take care of my daughter. That's the only motherfucker I'm gonna take care of and pay bills for. That's the only person. I don't mind buying meals. I don't mind meals. I don't mind going.
Now, we came later on to find out that he really don't have a problem with taking care of responsibilities. Listen, if you are individual and you paying all your bills and you bringing a new person into your life, it's a slow maturation. You know what I mean? And you don't want to come off the gate looking like you are a needy person, but you do want to have that conversation. What you should be looking for somebody that's equally yoked as you. Maybe if you own a property, you got a little bit of education. She own a property, she got a little bit of education. Let's take your property, baby. And listen, we're going to put it on an Airbnb. We're going to take care of it. Ain't that far away from where we at. And then we're going to take that money. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a 70-30. I'll take care of 70% of the shit I'm doing because at one point I was taking 100% of what I'm doing. And you're going to put 30% into our lifestyle. Your brunches and lunches and shopping and whatever else. And then of these other 70% of your money, it don't have to be one pot. You can take that other 70% of your money and do you. I would say invest it. I would say do this and that. But again, you're a grown-ass woman. You can do you with that other 70%. But I'm going to need that 30% in this house right here and then what we doing with our lifestyle. That other 70% you can use for a retirement. And do the things that ladies like to do. Let me say this also. I don't mind makeup. Just don't be another person. I don't mind nails. Just don't have no talents where you're going to scratch me and hurt me. I like an action nail if you have to have a nail. I like my women between 5'2" and 5'6". If you 5'6", 185 pounds, that looks nice on the women I've seen. If you 5'2" and 150 pounds, that's okay on the women I've seen. I don't like no scrawny, pointy, jab you up. I like you to be light enough so I can move you around. You know what I mean? It could be fun for the both of us. But no, I need you to be in a somewhat close place to me so this shit feels fair to both of us. You are relaxed and comfortable in your setting. I'm relaxed and comfortable in my setting. And we can just enjoy this beautiful thing called life together.
going on dates, and even my homegirls. I might even give her money. I just gave my one, the little main thing. I just gave her some money yesterday for helping me out. I don't mind paying bills technically, if that's what you want to say, because I give you money, but I don't mind helping out with bills. But bitch, you're not about to just live off of me for free. That's weird.
Why not?
Niggas,
what's weird about
people simping. This nigga Ruthless said, "Oh, I want her to stay at home and put 50." You know how fucking boring, bitch. This ain't prison. You know how boring that sounds. She wants to go out. She wants to be admired. First thing she's gonna do is meet a nigga at the grocery store.
Why so much hostility towards Ruthless?
Because Rufus talking that shit.
Any simp ass nigga. And see, you know what? You know what? We throw that word simping out there way too much, and I apologize. We need to separate these true simps and people who just. I mean, you want to provide. You want to be a true provider, and we need to separate the two. Simping is literally, I'm paying this to get some coochie. I need to pay all her shit to get some coochie. Mm-hmm. That's some niggas be paying bills and don't even get shit. That's never mind. I'm muting my mic, man. These y'all niggas
that happens.
Ruthless. Y'all making me angry, nigga. Y'all making me angry.
You with a sexless marriage and pay all the bills.
Angry.
Damn, it's messed up.
Well, this is the way I look at it, right? I understand the how the game goes, but one thing about it, a woman ain't finna outthink me because she ain't finna take that. That's mine. Even if she thinks she can, she can't. Now, here's the deal. Here's the problem. Here's what we're looking at, right? Let's weigh it out. Okay, we got 50-50, which quote unquote is a partnership, or we have a traditional woman who's basically maintains the house and the kids, right? So that's where we at. That's where we at. There's no middle ground. Okay. So either you're going to go 50-50. Now, the problem with 50-50 is now she's going to have a lot more say-so, and she's going to implement her fucking mouth into everything that goes on in that house.
Are you not a man? Are you not the leader?
Hold on, slow down, Now you acting like PhD, but you was actually not to cut you off. Now you cut me
off. I don't give a fuck if a bitch paying 100% of the bills. I'm still a man.
Let me finish my statement.
What that mean?
We got all night. So what I'm saying is this. The problem with 50-50, a woman's going to feel enabled to be with you in even man of the decision of how of the future y'all going to go. And if you're not letting her in at any point, she got her own shit and she's going to go her fucking separate way. This is the problem with 50-50 because women who are very indoctrinated in feminism, right? And they know that they feel that they're equal half the time. And then you're going to say, oh, well, let's be 50-50, baby, and make this happen. She's going to say, okay, cool. But then you ain't going to be able to.
They know that they're equal half of the time. No, they don't know that they're equal half of the time. They want to dominate and control all of the time. So they're going to test your gangster. They're going to be like Kato in those old Inspector Clouseau films, them old Pink Panther films. She always going to be jumping out of the attic in the corner and off the floor and whatever else, testing your pimping. She got more ism than you. She done read more Iceberg Slim and Donald Goin. She done been out here on the blade with her girlfriends and whatever else. And she decided it's going to be purse first with you, nigga. You the bitch. It's all on the hoe, is what she's saying about you. So no. She not coming in as we equals. She really not looking for a partner. She looking for an accessory.
Overstepper, talking about, well, if you're a man, so if you told her, look, baby, give me your money, we're going to put it in one pot, and I'm going to control it. She'll say, you a fool. And then what you going to do then? You going to beat her? Then she dial 911. Right, and then you're gonna see.
I don't know where the fuck you getting this shit.
So there is if you're a more of a guy who can less strong personality and you can deal with a woman barking orders as well as you are, then yeah, fine, 50-50 works for you. But if you're not like me, I'm a strong personality. 50-50 won't work for me. I'd rather my wife, I was to say, stay home, raise the kids, be a housewife, and function from that form. And I know it sounds with the child custody court and shit like that, but I have a dominant personality. And if I feel like if I'm the provider, I have the more authority to say and do things of our future. That means college funds for my kids, right? Retirement, all that shit.
And believe me, that's just a feeling. That's just a feeling. That doesn't mean that she's gonna go along with that. She could change her mind tomorrow. It's all feelings based. But yeah, if you feel like you're doing all that, it's gonna be this. She could say, you know, I really like the life you provided for us, and the children are really doing well, but I just don't think that us is working. But since you provided this lifestyle for me, I think we should separate, but I still should be able to live the life that I'm accustomed to that you provided for me. It's not you, it's me. Give you a kiss on the forehead. I'm gonna miss you, but we can never.
Oh my God, Ruthless!
Hey, did you
so
see
blind.
that message she just put up?
Hold on, Ruthless, you're so blind.
He said, if I got time for a YouTube and a Tesla, I'll submit. So that's what you want. You want to pay for submission. You can't pay for
literally. I was just about to say that. I was literally about to say that.
I don't want her to submit to me. What are you talking about? I'm not saying. I didn't say anything about a woman submit to me. A woman ain't gonna submit to God. How's she gonna submit?
You saying traditional wife?
Her in a position.
And you're saying 50-50, meaning you don't have more say so, and she has.
Let me break something down to you.
Right,
I wanted her to be in a position to where she.
And it's hard to listen to Esso say something, because I went to Esso channel one night. This motherfucker was shirtless, listening to some kind of, I don't know what that was, and he was talking in a soft voice like this, you know, saying it. So I don't know what he up here trying to say. Listen, bruh. If you believe in this alpha stuff and being this leader and whatever else, it's your way or the highway. You got to be a beneficent leader and tell her this is what it is. She either going to go or she not going to go. But it's some women that's willing to go as long as it feels right. Do you know how to make it feel right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Making it feel right.
Just focus on the smaller things of the house, keeping the house, maintaining the house, the kids, like football practice, all that stuff, while I go out here and fight for resources. I'd rather operate from that position than a 50-50 position.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
If you come home and the kitchen ain't clean, nothing clean, ain't no food made, what is that?
No. So the question is, if she make the oxtails a little too tough.
She ain't even make no oxtail. Ain't nothing cooking. She been on YouTube all day. You get home, she been on YouTube.
See, here's the deal. Like a person like me, I'm not even tripping on that because I can hire a maid service. I'm not tripping on that. I just want her to.
She stays at home. Why do you need a fucking maid?
So you gonna simp even harder? You
No,
gonna simp for her even harder?
Have
she ain't even doing what you want her to do.
Why are you yelling?
I'm about to crash this truck. I'm done. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to crash this motherfucking truck because this is fucking outrageous. This is outrageous.
We all here.
This is outrageous. He just said he wants his woman to sit and be a.
Because I want her.
So he's much more relaxed than y'all.
I want her to be more for production.
If she can make oxtail stuff and ain't got no violence gonna happen.
My wife is. Her value to me is to produce in her my legacy, which is children.
That sounds like a lazy ass bitch. You're 45. What's the chance you have another kid, man?
Huh?
Wait a minute. Why do lady got to be lazy because she at home?
That's a lazy bitch. You ain't cleaning up. You might as well get a maid to cook, maid to watch the kids. If you're getting a maid to clean up, you're definitely getting a maid for the other goofy shit. She just sounds lazy as fuck, and that's the kind of bitch I don't want around me.
Why y'all want women to work so hard? Like, why y'all want to see women?
She doesn't even have to work. In Ruthless scenario, she doesn't even have to work.
No, I'm talking about housework. Like cleaning is hard work. You know, taking care of kids. Why the lady can't be a stay-at-home wife and mother and still have a housekeeper and a nanny? Like, what's the problem?
I'm just saying, if I got it like that, what's the problem?
Right.
Y'all mad? Now, if you're struggling, nigga, yeah, you need her to go out and get money. That's fine, right? Nothing wrong with that. But the problem with that is it is not conducive to a successful household. Much less, listen,
That's false.
These women now with these degrees, they are tearing houses down left and right because they have 50-50, right? Partnership. So there's
no, that's not the reason. That's not the reason. That's not the reason.
What's the reason they're leaving?
These bitches just selfish. They want to be independent, but they starting to realize are studies not showing this the most medicated society of women? Are they not showing that? Just because these bitches have degrees and shit.
But they're
they getting results from going outside.
These degrees are tearing down the fucking house. They're leaving.
No, think of it this way. If a woman is able to pay her own bills,
they leave them regardless. That's what it sounds like.
She don't have to go 50-50. She don't even need to do that.
Listen, these women with these degrees are the most likely, or even 80% more chance to divorce you. So how is that better to get a woman who's smart and do all this hard work and she gonna leave you because she gonna feel she's more valuable than you?
It sounds like you want to get
with her. Listen, it's better to get with her and build, right? Because a lot of the women with degrees, they will help a nigga out. You know what I'm saying? They ain't not opposed to helping you get to a point.
Yeah, that right. They paying your bills, SO?
Wait a minute. What do you mean helping? Why would a woman have to help a grown man out or help him
get
a certain level?
Hey, look. We all need help. Let's not act like
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Let's not act like we don't.
No, I'm acting like it.
Look, that's what I'm saying. If you got yourself, if you got everything on your own, you don't need a man, right?
So
why even get with a dude? Why even be with a man?
Understand this description though. So she got to be kind of dumb and into physical labor.
Right.
right. Yeah, she gotta be a little dumb. She gotta like working in the kitchen and in the housework. That's what you're saying?
That's what I heard.
I'm talking
Rufus like, I ain't about to answer that.
What's this?
If I got it, it depends. My position, in my position of power, that I can have a maid come in and do this shit, I'm going to do that shit. I don't give a fuck, right? I'm with this woman for reproduction purposes, and I like her as well. So it's a twofold. Her going out to work and fight for resources that I already have, and if she wants to do it out of her.
What if she knows monosyllabic words?
You know what I'm saying? If she goes out and, she has a talent, she likes to explore.
Hey, Nida Young, you are hilarious.
That's cool with that. That's cool with that. But it's not mandatory, right? It's just the way, y'all want to call her lazy bitch, y'all want to call caller. Okay, that's fine. Look at the divorce rate. And you tell me, is this shit working? The traditional way is much better than the modern way.
Nah, look, the divorce rate is how it is because women been,
leaving. Because they're making
they've
money.
They've been able to get
they can
results
do this all by themselves. So that's what their mentality is.
They can get half of your shit, right, and still build up their own. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you take the easy way? Especially with niggas like that who want to pay all their bills and want to take care of it, and when they can take care of themselves, like that sounds like a good deal, don't it?
It depends on how smart you are. If you're dumb and you just let her take advantage of you like that, yeah. But if
that's what you just said.
Thank you, SO. Thank you, SO. Thank you, SO.
You said you willingly want to sign up for that life.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yes, and you need the person that's his partner in crime to understand what that is too. And over time, if she's a reasonable, caring person and she understands his level of commitment to her, she's gonna want to contribute to him too, as they say in this space. After time of him pouring into her and actually being patient with her and understanding with her and whatever else, she should practice the laws of reciprocity and want to give back to her man. This is not that complicated, but y'all just want to take, and then try to understand why this bitch be tripping. You ain't never made her feel like a princess. You never gave her the Cinderella experience. Since she met you, she feel like she's doing a whole lot when all her lying ass friends are telling her she don't have to do nothing but know her worth and just be there. Be a muse, be inspiration, be a shoulder to lean on.
Hold on. What's up, man? Talk to me. Can we have a conversation?
I just said thank you, SO. That's all I said.
No. I'm saying, can we have a conversation?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's talk about you since you I see you're like
I ain't no better to society. I'm not gonna lie. I'm no better.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna call myself a player. I'm not gonna call myself a player, but I do have my way.
Savages out here. Exactly. Let them know the savage way.
I do what I want.
You're not a player.
And every woman that's with me knows how I walk.
I just question for you.
I'm listening.
Are you married?
No, sir. Don't want to be.
Have you a kid with a woman?
Do I have a what?
A child with a woman.
Yeah, I have a daughter.
Okay, and are you guys still together, the whole family?
No, fuck no.
Why is that?
I never wanted kids for one, and then two, she was disrespectful. I would never stay with her. I would never gotten her pregnant. She stopped taking her birth control without telling me. Okay. So she kind of got over on me.
With her, if she was disrespectful.
You said, "Wow, what?"
Why were you
that
even
poom was good?
Why were you dealing with her at all?
Because she didn't start the shit until she got pregnant. She didn't show her face till she got. Yeah, she didn't show it till she got pregnant.
So when she got the swole belly, then she started being disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't know where her estrogen or I don't know what the fuck happened, but she felt like I was locked down. And if you really know me, bitch, that's not the case. So
PhD, it's
I'm
like
gonna do what I want.
People, you know, them people that have mental problems, but before they get on the bus, they like act regular. Okay. And as soon as they pay their fare, they go
right. Now, here's the question I have, right? For LL man, that's how I said. So, do you think did she have a job? She makes some excellent money. Okay. Did she also have was she very well? So this is the question I have for you. How old is your child?
8. About to be 9.
8. That's a long time. So y'all had like a 5-year relationship then.
No, I think we broke up when my daughter was like 1 or 2.
Some people break up before the baby born.
Yeah, high key, because you're not about to just think you're about to walk all over me. Like I said, I'm a man at the end of the day. Fuck, I look like.
But you gotta understand the power.
Says you. What were your discernment when you picked this queen? Says you. Gotta do better. We gotta all do better. If you know better, you do better. Would you agree? If you know better, you do better. I'm just asking. Let me see. Oh, yeah, let me let them know. This is me. Coming under a different name today, though. Let me see. Let me get back to it. We don't want to be distracted.
Power that woman has.
I was with her like a year, realistically.
Before she got pregnant?
Yeah, she was super cool. She was super duper cool. She was a real. She came up real.
Who was paying for the dates?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you know me, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not a fucking cornball, bitch. You gotta pay for my dates. Ladies do take me out. Don't get it fucked up.
That don't make you a cornball, but my goodness, how are you up here calling somebody a trick when you doing all of the what they would call trick traits? If you in the casual dating, go ahead and pay for them, and y'all can do it 50-50. If you're in the casual sex, go ahead and pay for it, unless y'all into a 50-50. I don't celebrate the whole idea of dating and casual sex. I'm looking for a woman to be my wife, and I'm coming with those intentions. So know that from the gate. If you got all kind of restrictions and whatever else, That's cool because it's more so about who you are as an individual and who I am as an individual. But I'll tell you this, and this is a stone cold fact. We won't know you for years because you will always be that representative for that long extended time. But know from the get-go, I'm looking for a wife, and I hope that you are that. But we will never get down to who the real you are because as human beings, we just don't want to be us from the gates. I am me from the gate. I'm always me, so you can never be shocked. I'm not going to do anything new because I'm comfortable in the man that I am. Respectfully.
Women do take me out often, but more than likely, I'm like, if you real sweet, everything was a true vibe, and you was like, you just like, just amazing. I'm like, man, put your money away, G. I got it.
Okay. So that means for the whole year you was paying for all those dates. That's a pretty stiff penny, which is cool. Now, did she show appreciation for that?
I mean, she was sucking my dick, so yeah.
Oh, that's all it takes, huh?
Right. Wow.
Is that all it takes? Long as she put that meat in her mouth, and to her, you probably ain't the first one. So she did it with you, and you the one that'll pay the most. So she decided she's gonna stay with you until she can find something better. Hypergamy, sir. Hypergamy.
I don't know. What other way can she? What other way can she?
So you said that's a pretty penny, but don't you think marriage is the ultimate price?
Like that.
So now
he just go ahead.
So now you're
paying with your life if you get married.
You was with her for reproduction purposes, then, correct?
Not necessarily. I never wanted kids. I remember I told you I grew up in foster care. I never wanted kids.
You was hitting without a condom, and
she was on birth control. We had an agreement that she would be on birth control. She stopped taking it without telling me.
Willing to
prior to her
lie?
Yes, I did, and that's where I fucked up. The normal player me, I would never trust. But I'm like, you know what? Let me stop being a douchebag.
So you just drop the whole load up in there, huh?
Yes, sir.
I commend you, bro.
Responsibility for you not having
there's a lot of
on the woman.
You said what? I'm sorry, PhD.
I said, so you left the responsibility for you not having children on her.
Gay.
I'm a very active father.
That's not the question.
You said you didn't want children, yet you left the responsibility for you not having like you left it up to her. Baby.
Yeah. You hope that she took the pill.
Well, I'm
left it up to her taking her pill that she said she was going to take. What you mean?
I think I'm confused by the question.
Right. He relied on her like
to take the pill.
You didn't want children, but
so I always wear condoms. Always wear condoms.
So then, how she end up pregnant?
We agreed. We agreed that she would start taking birth control.
And you stopped wearing the condom.
You left it up to her.
Pretty much. I trusted her. Don't say left it up. I trusted her.
Stupid.
And that's where we left it because shit, bitch, I pay for a lot of abortions in my life. And that's what I'm saying. But she said she.
So you was going wrong.
So you're serial.
Right.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Hey, I give you the money. Go ahead and handle that, baby. That's you. That ain't me.
Not doing it in the first place.
So this is my point, right? This is my point, huh? And I'm saying this right. So you're basically like me, but you've been hardened because of the bad.
No, nigga, we ain't nothing alike.
You was paying for everything. You was paying for everything, and then
dates. I'm a gentleman. Overall, I'm a gentleman. I might say some crazy shit.
Not just dates. You were paying for everything. You funded
women have been 50 hoes up here, but he's a gentleman.
You funded the whole relationship. Right. That wasn't cheap.
I don't mind helping out. No, listen. I don't mind helping out with bills. See, this is where I think you're trying to conflate it. I'm not. If we're living together, if we're living together, I'm not paying all your bills. You about to pay your portion. Why would I pay your car note? Why would I pay your cell phone bill?
Right, you had that before you met me. Well, you was taking care of it before.
Literally.
Yeah, but she said she was sucking your dick, so.
Okay, that's cool, and I don't mind paying for a date. That's fine.
Oh,
I don't mind helping out. I don't mind helping you with your bills. I'm not about to see nobody around me struggle. I don't mind seeing nobody struggle. Exactly. I'm giving you good dick. I'm giving you good dick. You give me some good head.
What's the difference? A woman that said it's real hard for them to give them oral.
What happened?
You said it's women who don't give up the oral.
No, she said it's a lot for them to do that.
Right, it is.
Okay.
Is it? For some women,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I guess.
Truth be told, most chicks don't even like having sex like that. That's why dudes be struggling in marriages to have sex.
No, those
Yeah.
women just don't be attracted to them. I had a friend who, like, once they got married, he said, well, they got divorced like 2 years later when I saw him, and he was saying like they weren't having sex, and I was just like, she not attracted to you,
They get married just to get married, just to have a wedding.
right? And just to be married, but they don't be like sexually attracted to the guys. They go for the guys who have the stability and who can
Got money.
Right.
That boils down to vanity and pageantry. Of course, they love the wedding, they love the dresses and everybody to be there, and that's vanity and pageantry. It's not about you. Anybody, if they could give her that and they not disgusting to her and just whatever, that's not you. You supposed to be, if however much time you do this vetting process, you supposed to be establishing that she fuck with you and you fuck with her, and it's not really that complicated. I like you, you like me. I could see us being together for a long time, forever. Nobody can say forever because to them, it's not even. They don't even understand what forever is. I was married for 24 years. I met my wife when I was 14 and she was 12. She passed away when I was 48. So that's 34 years. 34 years. That's the majority of my life. I was with that woman. And in the end part, she wasn't overwhelmingly in love with me. And in my mind, it was kind of like toleration. I was broken though that young lady passed away like that, and we wasn't on the best of terms. But I have no control over what's going on in life. That's up to God. You never know nobody. I don't care. 34 years I was around this person. 34. She knew who I was when I was 14. She knew who I was when I was 19. She knew who I was when I was 30. She knew who I was when I was 40. I wasn't flip-flopping in a different person and angry at her one day and happy with her the next day. I'm an even keel person. I'm always pretty much the same way. So there was no surprises for her. All the surprises could only come from her. Honestly. So all the different whatever we went through is because she's forever changing. And that's the thing about the women. The number one thing they don't like is boredom, and they're forever changing. What the fuck I need to change for? Before I got married, I knew about a lot of different women. I had a lot of different oral and a lot of different vaginas and whatever else. And I'll tell you this, it ain't no point in having a harem of women. You don't need 1,000 women. It's not no really elaborate, intricate thing for you to get off. No. But I could love my woman because that surgery she took to get the baby out through a cesarean section, to me, that's my scars. When she hurt, I hurt. When my kids hurt, I hurt. I feel a personal genetic connection to them and my mom and my uncles and my aunts and whatever else. But when in real life you try to have those relationships and you do this dynamic thing, since some of these people are so fucking horrible, to them it seems weird. Why is my nephew? Why is my son? Why is my husband? Why is my dad? Them questions they have. The reason your dad, your nephew, your son is whatever else is because we have a limited time on this earth. And I want you to know personally that you mean something to me, or why else would I give a fuck? And y'all take a person caring about y'all and you being meaningful to them for granted. Don't nobody owe nobody shit. So if somebody do any motherfucking thing for you, appreciate it. So that's why in this space since I've been here, shout out to Fatty, shout out to Raw B, shout out to 𝔻𝕊𝔸𝕂, shout out to Omni, shout out to Jay Prince, shout out to Granville and Cheeky and Sherelle and Hemp and brother of a certain age, and Chalk and Mel and Mella and Bomb Cherry, to Governor Ron, to Hakeem, to George, to everybody who I ever interacting with, because our interaction in itself is something that's precious and you can value. I don't know why we take other human beings for granted. Think about the world that we live in. Right now, they got a war going on between Ukraine and Russia. And I don't know how many people are getting exploded, disintegrated, burned to cinder, shot, stabbed, mutilated, buried. You can't take life for granted, because human beings are, fuck what the aliens gonna do. Fuck what the dinosaurs gonna do. Fuck what the vampire. Look what human beings are okay to doing to each other. How do you take all this shit for granted? Why can't you value life? Value somebody that's willing to be soft with you, patient with you, understanding with you. Why do you take that for granted? I mean, I know we on this panel talking shit and whatever else. I'm sitting there eating my cherries, but at the same time, she is somebody. She's somebody's daughter, somebody auntie, somebody mama. Why can't you appreciate her and try your best within the parameters of which you can do it to make her understand and know you are loved? I might not be able to give you a mansion and fly you all around the world, but understand, from me, you are loved. You mean something to me.
Right.
So that's vanity and pageantry.
I don't know.
Hey, that's some simp shit. You gotta be real live. Gotta have love coming out your eyes to not see that she ain't into you. Like, honestly, like, you went through the whole ceremony realizing 2 years later, that's like a regular relationship nowadays. Or 2 years, and then they run its course, and then it's another one.
So that's a good man, though, right? To just go through all that without ever busting and then be in a loveless marriage. That's a good man.
Who said that?
Isn't that what we just heard, that this dude never had sex? And I guess he held off until the wedding. That's why he rushed to jump into marriage?
No. They were having sex, but then after, he was saying like it just slowed down a lot. But so she had to, give him the honey to get him to marry her.
Oh,
but then
okay.
Once she got him, it was, it slowed down. And then
PS Diva.
Huh?
So okay, let's look at that situation. So the sex was great, everything was good before they got married, right? Because it led up to marriage. Then once they got married, why do you think she slowed down?
She wasn't attracted to him.
She already got
somebody in the chat said
she got the ring.
Somebody in the chat
accomplished her goal.
So what was her goal?
Somebody in the chat said, okay, wait a minute. Somebody in the chat said because he wasn't making her bust.
Oh,
that
could be it too.
That could be true.
Hey,
I'm hearing stories where women are saying they want a divorce just because they're bored. They're getting divorced because they say they're bored.
And they're not coming.
Not because I'm not attracted to you. I'm bored.
They're not attracted to you. You can't make it.
You know what's going to happen if she stay at home alone? Bored.
That's called irreconcilable differences.
No. That's decidable differences.
He actually was the one who filed for divorce. But so it was a combination of the no sex, and she had a bunch of debt that he wasn't aware of before they got married. So, and she had a mean shopping habit that she wasn't trying to curb. So,
hey, you see,
there you go, Ruthless. There you go, Ruthless. She gonna go on shopping. She gonna go on shopping sprees, and she ain't giving you no pussy, nigga.
No, that ain't gonna happen to me.
Yeah, all right.
I never
can you imagine you going on a shopping spree with a dog and thinking, I'm about to get some of that? And then you get home and they ain't got nothing.
But here's the deal, right? 50-50 ain't going great either.
Shit.
No, it's not. Niggas is getting
50-50 doing better.
No, they're
At
not.
least I'm not down bad. I'm still gonna lose half of my shit. But I'll just think about during that relationship. Let's just say y'all married 10 years. In that 10 years, she wasn't paying no bills. But let's say you was paying half. I mean, I'd rather walk out with half of the money that I would have had than none of the money I would have had.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Half of the money you would have had. No, listen, value this other living being as a other living being. It's not as complicated as you trying to make it seem. And at the same time, be interesting and dynamic so she feel special when she next to you and she holding your hand. She know tonight, after you got through taking that shower and taking that musty smell off your nuts, and you lay next to her in bed, she just gonna ravish you. Or you the type of nigga that comes straight from the basketball court and be like, "What's up, bitch?" And she just happy you around because you didn't abandon her and left her to herself. And she's an honorable woman. She's not going to screw nobody else. So now you're around salty, funky smelling or whatever else. And you just going to let her suck on funky nuts, funky, salty nuts. That's diabolical.
That's all I'm saying. You walk out. If you walk out and leave, at least I'll still be up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We kind of sort of just left where we left at.
Once again, there are ways around that stuff, right? If men just start doing their research and putting their shit together, they can prevent women from getting all that.
Yeah. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to leave this flashback and go to some content that was on This Might Be Risky the other day. Shout out to the shout outs. This all happened in the Black House. Shout out to my ex-work wife. We didn't work out. I love you, PH Diva. Stay great. We're going to move on over. I just want to do a quick show over here because we're not going to let the Get Down and Lay Down just sit here without no motherfucking content. I'm going to do multiple shows over here until I get Ruthless to bring his ass over here and do his own damn shows. But let's do this. We're going to move from that over to this. Let's present this to y'all. On a Thursday. Huh? What do the women like? Let's ask this woman. Her name happens to be Sister.
Sis, what up?
You hear me?
Yeah, it was good.
This internet's kind of shaky, but something shaky. I don't know what.
Oh, we can hear you all right, though. Sis, you've been hearing it, man. Tell the truth, sis. This is what I got you here for.
What?
What? First off, what do you like? Thug adjacent or square adjacent? And secondly, what do women like?
Oh gosh. I'm probably more thug adjacent for some reason. And
that's right. Shame the devil and tell the motherfucking truth. You heard what she said. She more thug adjacent. I'd rather be your NIGGA so we can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life because busters ain't loving you right. I'd rather be your NIGGA so we can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you love me, baby. You need a thug in your life because busters ain't loving you right.
I need to see it. I need to feel it. I don't know. It just feels better.
What's better about it, sis?
I mean, it's more of
you old with it too.
I know. It's more of an assertiveness. It's a feeling you get, you know, it's like aura.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel around the more square adjacent men?
What's going on? You know? I mean, they tend to just be more passive. And like they listen to me. Why? You know, like like
wait, sis, when they listen to you, how did it make you feel like when they listen?
Yeah, like there's no backbone. Go give me a soda. I'm like, he's going. You know, like, what are we doing?
You send them to the store?
Yeah, like, or
yeah, she said, go get me a soda, nigga. Get your bitch ass up and do what I told you to do. Now listen, respectfully. For my woman, I wouldn't mind getting up and going and get her a soda. That don't say nothing about my manhood. But just listening to a grown-ass woman over the age of 25 say this is very interesting. Now, I never had that dynamic with my woman because, again, my woman met me when I was 14. She saw how crazy the 14-year-old was. She saw how crazy the 17-year-old was. She saw how crazy the 20-something-year-old was. Then she also saw the flip when I was like, oh, I got to focus on family and focus on my daughter. Because in the beginning of our marriage, we just had a daughter. And then later on, we had 2 sons. So we had 3 kids altogether. But she saw how I completely changed when I had my daughter. Before I had my daughter, you might get bashed in your motherfucking skull in broad daylight. I was out of control. And I didn't ever think about it because I think about it now in hindsight. She didn't like that change in me when I stopped being this impulsive, crazy motherfucker. The last thing I was trying to do is get locked up. I was solely focused on being free and being supportive of my family. And I don't think she really. So I said that a person kind of like says the same. The thing that changed about me is I stopped being emotion-based and impulsive. Even now, I'm not impulsive or emotion-based. If my back is up against the wall, then I act accordingly. But other than that, no, I'm not impulsive or emotion-based. But shout out to sis for being honest, though. I think that back in high school and whatever else, when, you know, certain females used to see me fighting, whatever else, that was sexy to them. I remember being places and people like, oh, I didn't know that he do. I remember later on in life being around family members, whatever else, and they had their little crazy ass friends that's still dumb and doing the same shit. Go, oh yeah, I know your cousin. Oh, and they be, and this is crazy because it's my family. They be like, oh, okay, what was he like? Oh, that nigga, oh my, that, okay, tell him. And I don't really want to talk about that ancient shit because it don't matter today. Because I think about a young version of me. A young version of me would be dangerous to me because that person's gonna do some shit that's kind of like, again, impulsive. So while I'm looking at it like, oh, this is a young brother, blah, 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 and I'm coming at it from a positive perspective, they could be on that bullshit. And when you on that bullshit and the bullshit is all that you are, there's nothing going to stop you. You're going to take that to fruition. You got to make a statement. But shout out to this real conversation.
Do this, do that. Don't do it. No push.
That's unappealing.
A little bit.
Damn. And the thugs, what happened if you tell them get you a soda?
I mean, they might get it, but I might have to wrestle them first or like talk a little shit.
Yeah, I like a little wrestling. I'll pin you down. I don't be doing this shit. Yeah, right.
You know, like you might be like, why you ain't get it when you was out? You know, something like that. I need the energy.
Are you attracted to toxicity, sis? It's all.
I could be.
Let me ask you a question. More. Are you attracted to toxicity, sis?
I could be. That's like a.
Not could be. Are you? Are you? While you fizzing around that chair, just say yes. Anything else is less than civilized, is boring.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Sis, are you attracted to toxicity?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Is it truly rooted in safety, or is it just like the how you say, like, not willing to quite how you say, acquiesce to like rules and things of that nature? Like, what is it actually, sis?
It's like a combination. It's a combination of just standing on something. Like, you know.
Now, let me tell you about it. What she's saying to other people might seem, she crazy. Listen, I told y'all, I fuck with a show called Yellowstone that has a prequel called 1923 that has a pre-prequel called 1883. But let's just take 1923. The star is Yellowstone is Kevin Costner. 1923 is damn it, what's his name? He is from, he made the movie about the crystal skull. Damn it, what is his name? He made the movie Kevin Costner is Yellowstone. 1923 is give me a second, y'all, because it's important to this conversation right here. Damn it, why can't I hate when this happens. 1923. Harrison Ford. In 1923, the star of that TV show is Harrison Ford, and his wife on that TV show is Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren is in love with Harrison Ford because he's a gangster. We call that being a gangster nowadays. I call that just being a man. I hate when we blur them lines. He just was a man. And what did he have to do? He had to defend his house, his wife, and his children and whatever else. And if somebody had to die behind that shit, then somebody had to die. That's just manhood shit. And I don't think that is toxic. They try to say being a man is toxic masculinity. No, being emotional and impulsive is toxic masculinity. Handling your business is not toxic. That's exactly what the fuck manhood is. So I can't speak for sis, but it sounds like what she describing is she want a fucking man, not a boy, not somebody who's indecisive and all this other shit. Now, I don't give a fuck what I did, what point in my life. I know for a fact, even when my wife was mad at me, at no point in her fucking brain did she think I was a boy or a bitch. Now, I try to avoid confrontation when ain't nobody really confronting me. But if you really confronting me, then I'm going to act like a man, not a gangster. If you get stabbed to death because I was acting like a man, not impulsive, not a gangster. If you get beat to death, not because I'm a gangster, because you have told me that I have no other alternative other than to stop you completely because you are never going to stop coming at me. Shout out to 1923 and Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. In this scenario right here, as we listen to sis will be the Helen Mirren of this story. She want to be with a man she know gonna stand up and be a man.
You fall for anything if you don't. So you're right. The nice guys, it's almost like a naivety there, and you're like, well, I can't. What can you do?
So
what can you run? What can you control? Yeah.
Like, because when Jalen was like saying like it's hard for him to even make a decision. I don't see women seeing that as appealing.
No, it's not. It's not.
When a woman gets with a man who she think is square a little bit later in life, do you think she's settling for that man?
A little, yeah, yes.
Or do you think that what she deems valuable has changed? What do you think is more likely?
Settle.
How does she view that man if she settles for him?
It's like okay,
she got another child, and if she settled for him, she don't think very much of herself. She thinks she got another child she got to take care of. And some of these women is out here okay with dealing with another child if he can hit that bottom. If he can move them walls around.
Oh,
damn. How does that manifest? Like, you just with a nigga like, we here, you my boyfriend, or you my husband, fuck it.
I mean, you're not really trying to go outside. You just kind of chill. You kind of talk to him any kind of way. Don't really care about how he feels.
So if he been settled for, she's more likely to be disrespectful?
Yeah. Or dismissive, or like, you don't care. You're indifferent.
Now that could be crazy work because I've just now found out that my astrological sign has determined the way that I look at things. I don't really pay attention to people like that because, you know, I'll be in my own head and whatever else. But yeah, man, I wouldn't even know that you ignore me. By the time I realized that you ignore me, it would just be a conversation. Oh, you was ignoring me the whole time? I didn't even know. Yeah, because you don't get it. No. Stop yelling. I'm just saying, I didn't even know you was ignoring me. I'm so used to like being in my own head. I don't be recognizing stuff like that, but shout out to you for ignoring. Now let's get to the conversation. Why was you ignoring me? Why was you trying to fight with me? Why would you try to? You made a decision and you thought that I was the kid and caboodle. Why have you changed your mind, baby? What? How have I lost you?
Do you think, sis, that a more square adjacent man, MC Heavy-Tits asked this question, let me ask you, do you think that it equals passive, or he's more likely to be passive as opposed to the thug adjacent man?
You mean in comparison, is he more passive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. MC Heavy, I think it's just a more comparative thing. Not to say he's absolutely passive, but in comparison.
Yeah, me as a man, I feel it's kind of. This is me though. I think it's kind of weird to be barking at a woman. But I think my wife didn't like that. Listen, I was in multiple relationships where I called women by their names. I was in a relationship with a girl named Tabitha. I only called her Tabitha. I never called her baby. I never called her boo. I never called her sweetheart. I just called her Tabitha. I was in a relationship with a woman named Shannon. I never called her baby. I never called her boo. I just called her Shannon. Later on in life, Tabitha and me met back up and we had a little interaction. And at this time, I was at a place in my life where I was calling people boo and baby. I was like, hey, baby, what's... And she, Tabitha, did Shannon... Let's stick with Tabitha. Tabitha flipped the fuck out. Motherfucker, you never call... The whole time we was in a relationship, you never called me baby. I'm like, what's the problem? who the fuck? She said, who the fuck am I? What is this fake shit I'm doing now? Why the fuck am I calling her baby? This is what she said to me verbatim. I was like, why would that upset you? She said, we're not together now, and you doing something now for me that I wanted you to do when we were together. And here's what my problem is. If you wanted me to call you boo or give you a nickname while we was together, why didn't you just say that? Listen to the response. The response was, why didn't I feel that? Why didn't you feel like calling me baby? Why didn't you feel like calling me boo? Now, this is a person I was with when I got shot. I was constantly being locked up. I was on different narcotics and whatever else. And I was what they would consider a J-cat. I was crazy. Looking back on it, definitely a J-cat. I don't know why she thought I was thinking rationally or thinking about, I didn't think, I'll tell you this about me in my younger days. In my younger days, I always thought, this is my last day. I'm not going to make it to 18. Then when I made it to 18, I was like, wow. I didn't think, I'm 55, about to be 56. If I pass away tomorrow, I beat all the odds. But I'm going to be honest with you. When I was in my teens and early 20s, I did not think I was going to make it another year. Because I was on it like other niggas. I was willing to do all kind of dumb shit in my 20s. I'll be honest with you. If my girl did not get pregnant when she got pregnant, and I did not go cold turkey and get away from the drugs and sit up in the jail and come back home and then a year later get married, I don't think I would be here. Honestly, I thank my wife, I thank my father, I thank my mother, and all the people for convincing me, because my wife asked to marry me, for convincing me to get married. I think if I wasn't married, I'd have been dead. To be honest with you. Because I never thought about none of this shit. And I wasn't driving around. It wasn't 1,000 niggas. I always been a loner. I was walking and catching buses and going to places where niggas was like, you can't. I'm from East Oakland for the most part. Born and raised in East Oakland, claim East Oakland, but my father's from West Oakland. I would be in the Acorn, Solo Dolo. I would be in Campbell Village, Solo Dolo. I would be in Dogtown, Solo Dolo. I would be on the waterfront in Berkeley, Solo Dolo, and getting into it with motherfuckers by myself. But also, thank goodness it is. My family is so motherfucking big. Thank you to this. This is another one. My family is, now, when I was younger, I didn't realize how big my family was. But my family is so fucking big. When I got into it in all these different places, it was a family member of mine there. Whenever it's like, we finna like jump this nigga. Nope, I had some family. And I'm just saying, in hindsight, looking back, I never really knew. It was a couple of times I was finna get lined up, come to find out that the nigga that was lining me up was adjacent to my family. I was at a place, I forget the name of that club. Where is it at? It's in I went to a club that was in it was either in North Oakland or the border of Berkeley. The doorman was a dude named Derek, whose brother name is Zani. And I was hollering at a female, and we did a little something that night. I went to her house and whatever else. But the nigga that she was messing with that was about to line me up is first cousins with my first cousin. We in jail. He telling me the whole breakdown on how they was finna line me up and do all of this. I was like, that shit is crazy. Now he telling me that he's sending the bitch to do this. The woman that did this don't know that that dude was my cousin, and that we talked about what she was trying to line me up with while we was in jail. So when I got out of jail and I saw her, I slept with her like twice. When I got out of jail and I saw her, I saw her at a gas station too. She was shaky and wobbly. I was like, what's up? Holler and whatever else. And I one time I let her know that the dude that she was messing with was my first cousin's first cousin. So I told her the dude whole name, and she looked at me. You should have seen the fear in her eyes. I'm not finna do nothing to you, lady, but you should have seen the fear in her eyes because she knew she was about to line me up. Yes, they're criminals too. They're dangerous too. So yeah, she liked toxicity. So you willing to go on the heist with me and hold weapons? You willing to be the driver? What criminal activity are you willing to be involved with me, Queen?
You would see a difference. Sis, are women missing out? Because are they actually safe with the thug adjacent men?
I think so. They tend to be more assertive. Like when I saw
they are not safe. When I was out of my mind, you are not safe. Because again, I was almost suicidal. You are not safe because I'm finna do a bunch of impulsive shit. And if you do too much, you going too. You might be the only one going. Or you might get caught up because I'm telling these niggas, fuck them. We gonna come through. Now you might be there when they come through and I ain't nowhere around.
Ex-boyfriend in college throw his roommate's TV out the window and nobody said or did anything. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like
so sis, when he threw the TV out, you was like, that's my man right there.
I'm just looking, you know, there's like 6 other men around, you know, what the roommate.
Said?
Huh?
What they say?
Nothing. Nothing. They barely wanted to calm him down, you know.
What are they didn't want to tell him to chill?
Nah, they was like, come
what
on,
you
friend,
did, just smiling like on the inside?
Nah, they weren't saying, come on, friend, come on, you know, but it was like, but nobody kind of like, you know, tried to come for him or put him back in his place.
And in your mind, what was your mind saying at that time?
I liked it. I felt okay. I like this one.
There you go. There you go. In a nutshell, that's what some folks like. In a nutshell, that's what some folks like. I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe if y'all see this damn content. Y'all talking to Hoodie Fiend. We in the Get Down and Lay Down. When y'all see me around these YouTube streets, I am Ruthless Truth. But I'm representing this channel. We got 2 channels popping off. We got the Dragon's Lair and we got the Get Down and Lay Down. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. I hope y'all can appreciate what this is. Again, this is the Get Down and Lay Down. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this video out, and we will be back tonight, tomorrow, and every day until you understand to get the fuck down or lay down, nigga. Peace.